A little peace at last for Doreen Lawrence, who's fast becoming an icon in the fight against institutional racism in British society and the police. Jail for her son's murderers means she can start her life again after 18 years fighting the system for justice.
It's the beginning, I think, of starting a new life, because we've been in limbo for so long. So today is where we can look to start moving on and just, I don't know, try and take control of my life once more.
Thank you. I think we'll go well. Thank you very much.
This is Brixton in South London, where black people have suffered racism since the first of them came from the Caribbean to Britain after the Second World War. Here, the overwhelming sentiment is not one of celebration at the end of this case, rather that police racism has changed not at all, despite the Lawrence scandal.
I mean, if you're going to stop somebody, 2 or 3 police officers, excuse me, I would like a search. You don't have to throw him onto the ground and put your knees in his neck to search him. I think that's wrong.
As you come out, the camera is on you, 24/7. You know what I mean? There is no privacy.
And you feel that every day, do you, when you walk around here?
I don't feel that. I know that every day.
Here then, it's fear of the police that stands out, and that's not good. The verdicts in the Stephen Lawrence case have been treated by the establishment and most of the media here as, at least in part, a victory for the justice system and the British police force. And yet, if you come to a place like this, you get almost exactly the opposite view. It's not that the Lawrence case passed people by here, it's just that most people think it hasn't made any difference at all to the way the police behave. These concerns echo the original criticism of the disastrous police investigation in the Lawrence case, an assumption that the police don't care about black people and unfairly target them through the policy of stop and search. The police say more change is coming.
You will see later in January we'll be bringing forward plans about how we change stop search. We need to be more smart about it. We need to be searching the people who are the ones we have to search, because they're either carrying weapons or drugs or stolen items. And we need to stop searching some of the people who should have been searched because they did nothing wrong. All of which plays into the hands of seasoned campaigners who say talk of racial improvement after the Lawrence inquiry is a lie.
Since 1999, when that report was published, in fact, all of those recommendations have dissipated, evaporated and disappeared. We're now in the situation where the relationship with the police and the black community in 2012 is as bad as it was in 1993 and 1986.
Since Stephen Lawrence was murdered, there's been much talk of improvement, but such a lot of it is easy to pick holes in. It would be wonderful to think the legacy of the 2 men who killed him might be a new culture of racial harmony, but the truth is there's still huge mistrust. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, in London.
So, Jonah, a major step towards justice for Stephen Lawrence, but it's not the end of the police investigation, is it?
Well, no. The Stephen Lawrence murder has, of course, only in part been solved with the conviction and sentencing of Gary Dobson and David Norris. There are still suspects at large. Stephen Lawrence's parents, Doreen and Neville, who fought so tirelessly to achieve this result, have said they won't rest until justice is complete. London's Metropolitan Police, its reputation so badly damaged in the early years of this investigation, has vowed also to continue its efforts, warning those still at large should not sleep well in their beds. But they say there is no new evidence to hand. There are no live lines of inquiry. Their best hope now seems to be that Dobson and Norris, finding themselves in jail serving life sentences, may decide to break their silence, not to go down alone, and provide the police with evidence and testimony that may in time result in further convictions.
OK, Jonah, thanks very much indeed for that live report there.